Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Index Engineering. So today I just wanted to give you guys a few updates. I got a few packages in the mail. I got one over here, a couple over here, but I also want to give you a few updates on the LS project motor that we got going on. So we got all of our pistons and rods and crank back from the machine shop. So I took it over to Reichardt's and they went through and they balanced the whole rotating assembly. Got it all squared away for me. They even boiled the block for me, which was nice because you guys remember that thing was pretty gnarly looking. But the heads and valves and all the upper stuff I wanted to do myself to see how it would work in the ultrasonic cleaner. So I went through and took the heads, and this is what they look like. So the ultrasonic cleaner did a pretty good job of cleaning everything up. If you can remember how coated and greased these were, as opposed to how they are now, this one still has a little bit of stuff that needs to be cleaned out, but for the most part, even the rockers all turned out pretty good. And the heads themselves cleaned up pretty good. There was more junk on the inside of the intake side of the heads than there was on the exhaust. There's still a little bit of junk in the exhaust that needs to be cleaned out. But for the most part, these cleaned up pretty good. You can see this one's got a little bit more crud in it. This one was a little bit worse than what the other ones were. And even the valve covers, I mean, the insides look practically like brand new. Outsides don't look too bad either. Even the front cover cleaned up nice. On the inside it cleaned up really good too. This was just running it through the ultrasonic cleaner for 30 minutes with some Simple Green. This thing was a darker brown than that wood was. This cleaned up pretty good. Same with this. This was almost black on the inside with how much junk there was. All turned out pretty decent just running it through the ultrasonic cleaner for 1 or 2 times. The heads I had to run through probably 4 or 5 times just because they're so large I couldn't fit the entire head in there all in one run. So I'd run it out with this half first, then this half, and then I'd flip it over and make sure it could do the other side as well. And then I ran it through a whole bunch of extra times just to see how much of this gunk and buildup we could get out of these, and this was about the best we could get it. The valves turned out pretty good. These turned out pretty good just running them through one time. Still nice and shiny. So there's one of the intake valves. Exhaust valves have a little bit more junk on them, but not too bad. So we're gonna go through and work on getting this all put back together, which reminds me of some of the stuff that we got in the mail. So what do you think could be right here? This is our Brian Tooley Stage 2 Twin Turbo cam. The lift on this is 605/610 with a duration of 281 and 290. So we shall see how this should do. It's a 114 lobe separation with it. Got this as part of the kit from Brian Tooley, which came with the push rods and the springs and keepers and everything that needed for it. So we're gonna go ahead and work on getting this put in. And then something else that I got too was a gasket kit. So this is just a cheap gasket kit off Amazon. This is supposed to be a complete gasket kit with everything from oil pan to head gaskets. I haven't even opened this box up yet. Packed pretty well. Got our intake gaskets there. Very nice. Some high temp RTV silicone. I already have a few things of that. Valley cover gaskets and valve covers. That's pretty cool. It even came with those. Wasn't expecting that. And the MLS steel head gaskets. All in all, not a bad kit for everything it came with, and it actually showed up early. The gasket set and the cam came today, which both of these weren't supposed to come until tomorrow, which I'm not going to complain on getting parts for the car early. I mean, that's always exciting. So I'll put a link in the description for all of these products in case any of you guys want to check it out, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of work around the garage. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the time lapse in the video. So I realized I forgot something else. There's one more box I haven't opened up for you guys. Now what could be in this box? Let's take a look. It's big. Lots of air wrap with it. Another box within a box. It's like a murder mystery. Are you ready? I know I am. Man, still nothing to give away what it is. Oh, this kind of gives it away a little bit. This should really give it away on what it is. Ooh, look at this shiny thing. That is pretty. That is pretty. Let's see all that it came with. With all the bolts, gaskets, plug, tray. Nice. So yes, so I ordered my oil pan. So this is a oil pan. It's supposed to be short enough up here to where it will clear the frame for putting the motor in the F-body in the 3rd gen Camaro. So we'll see how it turns out. I still have to tap this and you know, for the turbo drain lines. So we'll be doing that here in another episode. But for the price of this one, spending the time it takes to actually tap this with a couple of plugs is going to be worth the $150 in savings. So all right, so we have oil pan, we got regular gaskets for the whole motor, we got our cam springs, push rods, just waiting for lifters to show up at this point, and then we'll be able to go through and start to reassemble that LS motor. So we can get started on this one now. Getting this one all put back together. Now we can go through and start test fitting it in the car. Still got to take and work on, let me just take you guys with me here. All right, so some of the things I still want to do to the Camaro. I want to take the old brake system off and put a like Corvette Master cylinder on here, get rid of the vacuum booster, clean all this up, fix the lock so that the line lock is actually the other direction. I don't like how this one keeps sliding up and down, so we're going to fix that. Take out this extra wire harness here, and then I want to swap it from power steering over to manual. So got a decent amount of work ahead of us. Not too much in the expense, maybe $200 or $300 worth of parts between the brake and the steering. So we'll take it one step at a time and keep working on the project as we go. So I'll keep doing these update videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just clean up the garage a little bit, and then the unboxing of the cam. I'll try and toss the specs for the cam in there, and also the links I'll put in the description below. So enjoy.